Dear friends, I would like to take a few minutes of your time to give you a little insight into the outreach activities carried out by the EU Delegation to Uruguay during this past year. These activities helped to foster good relations with our host country and gave significant visibility to the EU, its policies and values. Given Uruguay's European roots and close cultural affinity to EU member states, the delegation placed significant emphasis on cultural diplomacy, somewhat of a novelty in the broad scope of activities that delegations traditionally carry out, and on furthering visibility through carefully targeted economic and social outreach. The Gutenberg Award, an initiative launched in 2015, promotes literary creativity by encouraging and rewarding best young authors under 35 years old. A jury of prominent local literary critics selects the winner. Similarly, the Escena Award, an initiative launched in 2013, rewards the best play of European authorship presented by a Uruguayan theatre company. Both awards are announced at prize-giving ceremonies at delegation premises. In 2015, the delegation premises were refurbished and remodeled. A collection of emblematic black and white photographs of key Uruguayan personalities and buildings were carefully selected to adorn the walls once the works were completed to illustrate the country's strong links to Europe. This collection surpassed all expectations. Thus, a formal presentation was organized. When visiting the delegation to take part in a meeting with EU ambassadors later in the year, Uruguayan President Tabaré Vázquez himself expressed appreciation for the collection, which left him visibly moved. As usual in May, we made a special effort to bring the EU closer to the local population. The Europe Day reception was as successful as ever, with the participation of the foreign minister, a choir of school children singing the European anthem to the delight of all those present, and an excellent coverage by the media. The novelty this year was a European folk festival, aimed at presenting the diversity and richness of the European song and dance to the local population. Groups from a number of member states' community took part with a huge success. The European Month also included our traditional European Film Festival, aimed at promoting European cinema in Uruguay. The festival has become a must for local movie enthusiasts and puts Europe in the spotlight of the movie crowds for a week each year. Another area of activity in which this delegation has invested significantly over recent years is economic diplomacy. We have done this by showcasing the complementarity regarding trade and investment between Uruguay and the EU. For example, European wines and Uruguayan beef, with the attendance of the then President Mujica, European car and Uruguayan leather industries, European green technologies and Uruguayan renewable energy, and most recently, between European investments and Uruguayan forestry and cellulose production. All these events have received important coverage, thus stimulating interest in further commercial contacts and promoting a positive economic perception of the EU. EU cooperation also remains an important aspect of bilateral relations. Aside from events set up by individual projects, the delegation organized a number of actions showcasing existing and future cooperation. These included presentations of programs to encourage participation, explaining in detail various call for proposals, and ensuring new projects' visibility through a formal signing of contracts in the presence of top authorities. Now, having ample reception space, which otherwise doubles as meeting rooms or temporary offices for visiting colleagues, we are able to carry out important outreach activities at essentially zero cost. In this sense, in 2016, we hosted a series of events targeting different groups of stakeholders. For example, we launched systematic and inclusive consultative sessions with civil society organizations, which resulted in adopting a comprehensive roadmap for our future engagement with them. Media are paramount for the work we do in a delegation. To nurture the good media relations we work on throughout the year, we organize a reception to further strengthen the relations and set out future work. To reach out the youngest among the population, we engage with students and develop initiatives that familiarize them with the EU and its objectives. These events were all well attended and highly appreciated by target audiences, thus bringing an active EU closer to all parts of society. Our small yet dedicated team at the delegation has proven to excel in organizing seminars, presentations and all types of events, as well as in other visibility actions, such as this one of dressing the delegation in orange to mark our dedication to fight against gender violence. And we have no plans to stop there. We are already planning on how to make the best use of our available space at the delegation in 2017. One of the landmarks that we plan to implement next year is a series of high-level panels to discuss issues such as gender equality, a topic of particular relevance for Uruguayan society. To conclude, an EU delegation is not only a high-quality analysis and report-producing machinery, albeit the importance this has. We must also be at the forefront of the EU visibility. And I believe, we have achieved this in Uruguay. Thank you for your time.